Recording, everybody. Hello, hello.
What up, what up?
Welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose.
Where two black-ass girls invade the whitest show on earth. The Bachelorette. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Justine.
And I'm Jody.
Yay! We totally did not go over the intro. Okay.
I never know when to come in. I'm like, I'll just wait.
We have Jody, the editor, is on. She's back for her third cast bios. This is a tradition now. How's it feel, Jody? You're a veteran at this point.
Yeah,
you can't be nervous.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I get nervous every time because I feel like you two have these like little quips, little jokes, and I'm just trying to keep up. So it's a lot of pressure on me, but I try my best. So that's all I can do.
Doing great. The people wanted you back. We had no choice.
Oh, for sure.
No.
Yeah.
But no, it's great to have you.
Thank you.
So exciting. Mm-hmm. We're back to Bachelorette. Married at First Sight was a nice little detour. Mm-hmm. A very nice detour.
It was. It was great.
That's a great breath of fresh air. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Palate cleanser, might I say, after Matt James's horrendous mess. So.
Yeah.
Oof. But yeah, now we're diving back into Bachelorette. Katie is our Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about it, Jody? About Katie?
Honestly, not great. I think other than Peter's season, this is like the season I've been least excited for. But I don't know if that's Katie or if I just feel like the producers do too much now. Like there's so much drama that it's draining. Like I found that with, Matt James season. So I don't know if that's all Katie or if that's just the show's going downhill, but I'm not that excited, except for I am excited for the first season without Chris Harrison. And I'm hoping that this season proves that he is definitely not needed. So that's like the one thing I'm looking forward to.
I'd say that is, the one thing that we're all kind of paying attention to. Like, we, I don't give a shit, but Bachelor Nation collectively, do we miss Chris Harrison?
No.
I feel like we're not gonna. I think people love Caitlyn and Tasia, and they're gonna just skyrocket the fuck out of here and stay.
And it makes more sense too for when it's a Bachelorette to have two women or one woman host instead, because I feel like then they can actually like more confide in the host. Because I don't know, it's like it was weird for like Tayshia to have to like talk to Chris Harrison, like it just doesn't really work. So I think that'll be nice too, like woman on woman conversation. Hopefully it seems a bit more natural than when they talk to Chris.
Agreed. Very much agreed. I also agree. I think Peter's season was so highly produced, and then Matt James's season was just a hot fucking mess. That are we gonna get is this season going to be very similar to Peter's? That's like very producer intervention because they understand the mess they just created with Matt James. So they're going to like try to like hold on tight to control this time on Katie's season. But if they do that, it's going to be very reminiscent to Peter's, which was so producer orchestrated. So it's either that or they're just going to let Katie fly. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be the former. So but I don't know. How do you feel, Justine?
I hope not. I don't want to compare a Bachelor season to a Bachelorette season because The Bachelor to me is always just a wreck. It's always
so true.
It is,
so like the least drama but most interesting season to me is still Ari's. I think he had the best cast of ladies, most
ladies,
diverse in terms of like jobs and ages and race, and they got along really well. It was nice to see. I'm sure Nick Viall had something very similar.
A great group of girls.
Yeah, so if the girls are like that, which I guess for them is hard to achieve, then it's usually a good season. But for Bachelorette, I usually always enjoy it, to be honest. I would usually always watch it or thinking about it now, thinking about if I was not podcasting, I would still watch this, like The Bachelorette, I think is still a good show. So I'm looking forward to it just because there's not too many ways they could like F this one up. I don't. I mean,
I think
you know,
Katie's also very like.
Yeah, just a blank
Kinda.
beige palette. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think any of us have high expectations, but we're gonna watch it and enjoy ourselves, and that's why we're here. Exactly. All right, so we're doing cast bios. Our infamous gonna go guy by guy. Katie's men. Initial thoughts on these men. Jody, start us off. Your face already.
I think I already saw this on the Instagram story, but yeah, like it's not a good looking group of guys, at least based on their photos for the bio pictures. Like it does look like a bunch of duds. I'm not saying they will be duds. That's just like the first impression. Also, I forget how old Katie is, but these men seemed younger than what I wanted them to be. But how do either of you remember how old she is?
30.
She's 30?
Yeah,
she's
like
30.
I don't know why there's like 25-year-olds then.
There's a lot of 25.
She got a type. She got a type. She must like them young. She has to.
Yeah.
You think it's her? I think they skewed older with Claire and Tasia. Yeah. And now they're trying to skew back to the younger because they can't be having old heads on Paradise. So I think they're trying to, they have to skew back younger regardless of whether it's Katie's request or not. So I don't think she really had a chance or a choice.
That's such a good point because I always think Kit is just like the youngest person I think of, and I always think of her on the beach with like some like
Bennett.
39-year-old. Yeah, like Bennett, and that's not going to work. Bennett. So I think you might be right. So that's interesting because then they're almost casting for Paradise and not necessarily for Katie herself, which is a little peculiar, but that's okay.
Yeah. By you, Justine?
Yeah. So initially when I was looking through these guys, I was like, oh, there's some really great facts in here about the guys. They weren't like a lot of the girls. I remember looking through them and they're like, I really love cooking. Blah, blah, blah. Really loves live, laugh, love. Like so stupid. And some of these guys in the very beginning, the facts were great. Towards the end, I was like, I don't care if your goal is to climb Mount Everest. Same. Me too. Like, what else? What do you mean? It was a lot of like, his dream is to this, his goal is to that, which I think is whack. Also, solid amount of black guys here. Not much else. Where's Bao? I hope Bao is the box. Because I was looking forward to seeing Bao in motion.
Who's Bao?
Oh my god, who's Bao? What?
The really, really hot Asian guy that was in a cast bios from like a month ago, but then
a while ago. Yeah.
Some people speculate he's been saved for Michelle's season though, which would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Or maybe in the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's that one.
He was very good looking.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I hope they hold him for Michelle. She deserves the good ones.
She does. She does. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, and not as many scammers as I would think. I would think on someone who went on TV, and I'm going to say this and say it loud again. That girl went on TV as a business manager or whatever the fuck she said she was in her thing. She came on there because she had TikTok followers. And she wanted to be the Bachelorette, and she wanted to grow her following, and that's it. And that's why I can't stand her. But it is like I just like this is. She pretends to be like I'm this rah 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 rah, and you're on TV like everybody else. So there's not as many of those guys on her season that I would think. Seemingly,
true,
which is nice. That's refreshing. But what about you, Tosh? What do you think?
Yeah, so we have 29 guys, 14 POCs, at least from like off glance. I don't know. Somebody could be, multiracial, whatever. Just a solid number, they trying, I guess, 50%.
That's really good.
That's half. Yeah. But not super impressed. I posted the Instagram story. I'm just going to read some people's reply. I was like, I'm not impressed. Anybody else? And y'all are going in. Someone said they didn't even try.
Oh, dear.
Same, underwhelmed by the hotness level. I, too, was underwhelmed by the hotness level. Not a lot of lookers at all in this group. And yeah, a lot of people just not, this is underwhelming. I hope they pull through for Michelle. Unimpressed in big capital letters. I totally agree. Same, meh, samesies. Like, y'all are, I think we're all kind of on the same page. This is not this group of guys is not lookers. But yeah, I don't know. I found like there was, I mean, you said you like some of their facts. I felt like it was getting repetitive to me. A lot of baseball players, blue eyes, a lot of real estate agents. And the same, like, I'm adventurous. I love romantic walks on the beach, like same shit. My one request for ABC, they need to hire a new photographer because they are sending everybody else.
Every time.
Because when you go on their Instagrams, everybody looks 10 times better on their Instagram, and they be looking whack as hell in these bio photos.
Yes.
They keep doing this. They need to do a better job with these bios because you want to get the fans excited. Everybody in the Instagram stories talking about not impressed. Man, they didn't even try. No one's even excited for these guys because they all look busted as hell in these photos. When you go on their Instagram, they look so much better.
Yeah.
So I'm not impressed with the level of hotness, but there probably are a lot more lookers in the group because, I mean, they seem to be so on Instagram. So, so yeah, those are my thoughts. But yeah, we have 29 guys to get through, so let's keep it moving. Shout out as always to the Patreon crew.
Shout out, love you.
Shout out, rate and subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter. We're back next Monday, live tweeting.
Yep, 1 week. Yep.
One more week. Our handle is the number 2 BLK Girls, the number 1 Rose.
And you can always email us at the number 2 blackgirls, the number 1 rose @gmail.com. I forget this is the one that's like out for our Apple, iTunes, and everything for everyone to listen to. Nice. So if you are a new listener, hit us up. Hit up the Instagram, hit up the Facebook group, hit up the email, whatever you want. Or if you're old and coming back, let us know.
Exactly. And head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/2blackgirls1rose for all of our weekly recaps of Katie's season.
Yep.
All right, Justine, do you have any lovely church announcements?
So no emails for this week. Just a birthday. We have one birthday this week. Shout out to Leah. And have an awesome birthday. Her birthday's on Friday.
Happy birthday, Leah.
Yes, this is a great time. Gotta love a June birthday. You probably had all the graduation birthday parties. Lots of fun times. So happy birthday, Leah.
Happy birthday.
Enjoy. Happy birthday.
Okay, shout out to the Cookout crew. Stephanie, Jane, Becca, Tamara, Rachel, Shelby, Michaela, Connor, Erin, Marcy, Abby, Sarah, Ava, Tracy, Becky, Kalia, Sam, Rachel, Monica, Emily, Lexi, Michaela, Jenna, Marsha, Louisa, Erica, and Stephanie. Oh, Zakia and Brianna. Oh, girl.
Oh, shit.
Almost forgot. Oh, my gosh.
Shout out to the crew.
Shout out. We love you.
Love you guys. Love you. Okay, quick Bachelor Nation news. The only thing is there's a new promo out for Katie's season.
Okay.
You know, we're all trying to grab and watch what the hell is coming up for what can we expect from this season that none of us are very excited for. Let's just be honest. We see Tasia and Caitlyn. Reminder, those are our new hosts. Honestly, in that little clip of Tasia and Caitlyn, I only saw Tasia. She just like grabs your eyes.
She's just everything.
But she was there. She's just everything.
Oh, love her.
And she's so photogenic. It's nuts.
She's so photogenic. And her smile just kind of like draws you in. So yeah, that I'm very excited for that. Just like a Chris Harrison-less season, like the vibe, the energy, the atmosphere, what that's going to be all about. What else? We saw Katie, usual, making out with a bunch of different people. We saw Blake. Everybody knows already Blake from Claire's season. Blake Canadian. That's your boy, Jody.
Fellow Canadian Jody.
I don't know. He's just cheesy. He's not my guy anymore.
You're like, I'm done with him. Blake is back. I'm curious what that's about. Is that him being like, I watched you on last season and I'm just, wanted to give it a whirl? Or is this the producers dragged him at his back for this?
Yeah. Also weird they just gave that away. Like, that seems like a spoiler kind of, but they just were like, he's here because he's not on the cast list. So I guess
right.
Don't care.
But we know this already. Yeah. Which is not a good sign. Like they're showing their drama. They're showing their hand already in the trailer.
Right.
Which means it doesn't look like there's much to come. We have a guy who is a motivational speaker. I don't remember his name, but we'll get to him. We have him saying, I didn't come here for bromance. I came here for followers.
Okay, but okay. I need to add, listening to that, it sounds like that was spliced together. Like it did not sound like it was an actual sentence.
That's true.
So I'm wondering if the producers have decided he's the villain and are making him say things like that. When I'm sure he said something along those lines, but it seemed a little bit fishy to me. Yeah.
Come on, editor.
Damn. I know. Jody's like, listen, I have an ear for this. That shit was spliced together.
Basically, like in reality TV, if you don't see the person saying it and it's like B-roll or someone else's reaction, don't believe that they actually said it in that way or in that time. Especially in like Housewives, like you'll notice it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, sometimes you can see it or not see it. Sometimes you can definitely hear
it. Yeah.
Yeah. This one, I got to listen to this one again. But damn, looks like a lot of producer intervention to come then. If already in the preview, we're like splicing together sound bites. Awesome. Okay. And then, we just have Katie dramatically walking away saying like, someone book my flight home. I'm done. Something.
Oh, dear.
So... don't know what that's going to be. That was pretty much it. I thought the promo was a bit boring for me personally.
Okay. I'm trying to think of Claire's promo, but I guess Claire, we already knew what was happening. Claire's was wild.
Claire's knew some fuck shit was about to come. So they didn't even have to give us much in the promo. We already knew she left that place with a guy. Tasia was flown in. We already knew. But Katie's, I don't know much. We're grasping for any type of intel, and promo didn't really sell me. I'm gonna still watch, obviously, but wasn't serving much.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give her a try.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let's dive into this recap. First guy up. I recommend anybody listening to this have the cast bios up. It's on ABC's website, whatever, so you can see who we're talking about. Okay, our first guy is Aaron, 26, insurance agent from San Diego. Cute, tan, some kind of Latino, I say. Looks to me, what I wrote down, looks to me like someone that they would have casted on Laguna Beach, like season 5 or 6.
Oh.
Because he looks very Southern California, but like, we need an ethnic character. Throw him out there.
Yeah.
There's Aaron, Did either of you go on his Instagram? Dig around his Instagram at all?
No, his Instagram.
Yeah.
I clicked on it in the Reddit thing and it didn't bring me anywhere. What happened to...
A lot of workout videos, right?
Yeah. His lot of shirt off.
Oh!
Yes.
And like he's obvious, like his body's very, very nice. So I think that's why he's like, so.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He's got a body, but he's showing it off. A lot of shirtless workout videos. To me, he looks like a young party boy. This is not anyone looking for a wife. Like
no,
20, not at all. 26, looking good on the beach with his friends, chilling, hanging with girls, surfing, all that jazz. So he says he's ambitious. He's an aspiring entrepreneur. He's definitely here for followers. Or promoting some business of some sort.
Entrepreneur. That's very suspicious. Okay.
Very, very obvious. I don't know. He has a weird tattoo. His family initials on his neck. I'm never a fan of initials or names. And then on the neck.
Know the name.
You know your family's initials. Why are we doing this? So I don't trust Aaron. Not.
Yeah. Also, he says he loves Halloween. I feel like he's gonna come in a costume. I feel like that's gonna be a thing. In the limo.
Could definitely be a gimmick here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, Jody, on Aaron?
Yeah, I feel like I think his plan is he wants to get to paradise. Like, I don't think he gives a shit about Katie. It could have been anyone because he has a nice body. Yeah. I feel like he can clean up in paradise. He's like, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
He also, like, you know those people that are like so good looking, like just like the standard of beauty or whatever, like he meets it perfectly. They're so good looking that they've never had to like be funny or like have a personality kind of thing. He reminds me of that, like might not
that vibe.
Have that much to him just because I mean, I think he's like maybe one of the best looking in the cast. I think he just kind of
he's very
gone
good
by.
Looking.
Yeah.
Aaron just skating through life on those good looks. We'll see. So yeah, it's a swipe left for me personally.
Yeah, I would swipe left as well.
Oh yeah, no, I would swipe right for sure, but that's just like because he's hot. So
he's hot. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta swipe right, see if we match, just to
exactly. Yeah. He's like, I'm not gonna marry the guy, but yeah, I'd swipe right for sure.
Swipe right, see.
Yeah.
Nice. Who we got next?
We have Andrew M, 31. So okay, we got a decent age going. District attorney in Newport Beach, which makes me nervous that he's racist, but we'll see.
He has money, that I know.
He has money, he's an attorney, and Newport Beach makes me nervous. But we'll see, because I remember, I feel like a lot of people over the years have told us about Newport Beach. They have like Trump pop-up stores, they had like MAGA pop-up stores that were, and people were like running out with bags. Yeah. It was like big MAGA vibes. Yeah. So a little nervous about Andrew, but it's okay, Andrew. I'm going to try to not.
So one thing, can I add? Sorry.
Yes.
One thing I saw on his Instagram, he's half Filipino, half Croatian. Oh. And to me, doesn't he look like Stephen Coletti's like dad? Stephen Coletti from Laguna Beach.
Does.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Stephen's not Filipino, but
yeah, no
vibes, right?
Yeah, almost like kind of like a washed up older version. Where are they now?
Older version of Coletti,
yeah. Where are they now? Yeah. Oh my God. Now I can't unsee it.
See it, right?
Oh man. But Andrew seems like a really nice guy, coaches youth water polo, loves a bonfire, very Newport Beach, Laguna Beach type vibes. And I always look at these sentences really, really closely. Andrew M is looking for a woman who's open-minded, adaptable, positive energy, and has a fun side and a great sense of humor. Because he likes pranks. I always pay attention to those because those are all personality based. So I'm liking Andrew so far. I like those qualities that he's looking for. And yeah, he seems like interesting. I don't know. He likes woodworking. He loves to sample fragrances from the magazine inserts. I love that he put that down. That's real.
But that's so specific.
Like, and who buys magazines anymore? Like, I don't understand.
I haven't done that in years. I haven't even seen that in years. Like,
I know. Like, he's keeping the industry alive.
Straight up.
I love that he said that. Oh my gosh. I love it. Yeah. So Andrew, I'm a little nervous, but so far you seem to be a POC, which is great. And you're 31, which is also great because Katie is 30. Hello. Do you guys have any other thoughts? Touche, Jody?
I thought from his Instagram he looked rich, well-traveled, and very regular. So
yes,
Andrew.
Yeah.
Not here for anything, just an experience, and maybe he'll find love.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, I like Andrew.
Yeah.
Swipe right for me.
Me too.
Yeah, why not? A hesitant swipe right, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Jody, I don't forget, but you are in a relationship with a woman. And how does it feel to be talking through these men and rating them and swiping left and right?
It's honestly like easier to talk about the men because like there's just like I just care so much less. Like with the woman, you know, I never want to like I would never call a group of women duds, but I called these guys duds at the very start.
Right.
I'm not, yeah,
Right,
like I'm not,
right.
I don't like hate men or anything, but it's easier to talk about them, and it's just more like fun. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I swipe right, like.
Yeah. It's true. It's easier to be more critical on the guys for sure. Feel less 100%. Sorry for them because patriarchy. So
exactly.
Whatever. Y'all can handle it. Okay, next we have another Andrew S. Andrew is a Black male, 26, pro football player in Austria. And I wasn't sure when they say football player, are they talking soccer or are they talking American football?
So
he looks like he's built. Oh, you went deep.
I went deep into this because I was like, what does this mean? Yes. So he plays in an Austrian football league, but it's American football. So it's like the football played in the States. Apparently the league is successful in Austria. I looked up the salary. Average salary isn't great. 50,000 USD a year. So like not good, but I think if you know you cannot make the NFL and you like just love football, it would be a good option.
Good option.
But very interesting. Also on the Austrian teams, they can only have 2 to 3 American imports, they called them. Everyone else has to be from Austria. So that was also confusing because I don't know like what kid in Austria, you know, grows up wanting to play.
That's what I'm saying.
American
I didn't know
football,
people in Austria were built like football players.
No. But yeah, so that is the Austrian Football League.
And you know what? 50 grand for half a year of work, in theory, is not bad. But that's the thing, money. Your body is beat up. Yeah. You almost die every game.
Concussions and all that shit for 50 G's. Yeah. Nah, that's not enough.
Yeah.
But I guess, for the love of the sport, I guess. Oh my God. Interesting. Okay, Andrew. So yeah, he does Austria half the year. Other half the year, he lives in Chicago, where he works as a coach and a teaching assistant. But yeah, I looked on his Instagram. He looked very well traveled, very diverse friend group, and one of his friends is a familiar face, Clay Harbor, ex-football player. So I don't know if they know each other from.
So that's his cousin.
What?
Yeah. Oh, damn, Jody, you all up in the mix. Coming here to spill the tea. Thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, Clay was in a lot of photos. I was like, they must go back somewhere. So yeah, he's a little friend hookup. He's 26 as well. Yeah. So Clay's like, look, get on here, get to Paradise. You'll have a great time.
Yep. Yep, but Clay, Paradise did Clay dirty, so I don't know.
True.
Dirty.
Not a good time in Paradise, Clay. But interesting. Okay, his cousin. But yeah, Andrew, he wants 5 kids, which is a lot. He said he loves margaritas.
So does everyone.
Hates poor communication. I don't know. Andrew, 26. That's just so young. This is
so young.
It's not it.
No, I really like his turtleneck though in his picture.
Yeah, it's cute.
I think it's nice.
Turtleneck.
Yeah.
Nice. I sometimes like a big guy in a turtleneck for some reason.
Same.
Like that look,
yeah, he pulls it off.
They just fill it out well.
Yep. Yep. He got nice hair. Got a nice haircut. It was great in his photo.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Andrew. Any other thoughts? No. Who we got next?
So next up is Austin, 25, young real estate investor, nervous,
very young,
VV Young, from California. And apparently was working like crazy in quarantine, which is great that he has that drive, but and he said again he's looking for like lots of physical stuff. Ambition is most important, but they need to drive each other to be better. Very reminiscent of Ryan from Married at First Sight. Needs to be goal oriented. All the rest of this.
Goal oriented, driven.
His weakness is a woman with a great smile that he could dress up with and go on a night on the town.
I was like, Austin, you still out here clubbing. That's exactly what you're talking about. We dress up and we hit the clubs. A night on the town at the age of 25. What is that? Book clubbing.
Yeah, right. And where were you going? Oh, it's 2020, Austin. What do you mean?
True.
Oh, man. But his facts were just whack. Probably because he works a lot, I'm guessing. Like, I think about if I was on here, what my facts would be. And I work a lot, so I feel like my facts would be stupid, too. Like, you know, whatever, Austin.
Just throw something.
But he just
does Austin not look like Colin Kaepernick to you guys?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh,
right?
Slightly.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, like less
Slightly.
athletic, kind of. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
You kind of see it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got those like skinny, veiny muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cute.
know.
I don't know.
He's cute, but not looking for a wife.
No.
And I just like the fact like Austin doesn't currently have any tattoos, but he definitely wants some. Like that's not a fact. Like that's so
What is that?
boring. You know what I mean? It's like you either have tattoos or you don't. To want some one day isn't exciting. You know what I mean?
Not teaching me anything about you.
Yeah. So I don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
Not much effort in this bio at all. All right, next. Brandon. Brandon looks like Willard. Have y'all seen the movie Willard? That guy living with his mom raising rats in the basement. This is Brandon.
What?
I missed that one.
You've not seen that movie? A classic horror movie.
Oh no, I don't do horror. Yeah, no.
Yes, there's Willard. There's like a movie. The original's from like the 1970s, and there was like a remake in the 90s. I think he looks like Homeboy from the 90s remake.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
He does.
The haircut.
And yes.
The
Willard
hair.
also looks like he inspired the man from Wedding Crashers. Remember the son, the gay son?
Oh my god, the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. I haven't thought about that movie in a long time. That's hilarious.
Yes, doesn't he? Looks like
Yes.
Willard. The movie looks like that guy.
Oh, like that guy.
The same
Oh,
guy.
I do know what you're talking about now.
Right?
That
Remember?
character. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Damn,
Brandon,
Tosh,
for
you
whatever
don't look like
reason-
Willard. Come on.
That hairstyle, he is channeling Willard. That was the
Not
first
a
thing
good
I thought
style.
of. Like, this man lives with his mother and raises rats in the basement. The hair, the smirk, the whole thing.
No.
Oh my god. Brandon, 26, auto parts manager from Queens. I looked him up. His last name is Torres, so he might be some type of POC potentially.
Okay.
But yeah, I honestly, from his bio, I like Brandon. Quirky, intelligent. He says unapologetically himself. He's fluent in Japanese and Spanish, learning Korean.
Yeah.
He's kind of
His
just like into a
Instagram
lot of
was
different
cool.
interests.
Yeah.
Kind of marches to his own drum, I guess. But he's either going to be like an annoying, he's going to be like the annoying freak of the week in the house, or he's going to be interesting and Katie's going to be like randomly intrigued by him.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, he's like romantic, I guess. He likes dates with meaningful conversation. He likes home cooked meals, handwritten letters. I would say on paper, I like Brandon.
Yeah.
I like this little bio that he put together personally. He was a lot cute on his Instagram. He was one of those.
That's true.
Right? This haircut is still dumb as hell and looks dumb on Instagram too.
That's the thing. His haircut, because he said he lived in Tokyo. I feel like this is a Tokyo-inspired haircut.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Right? To me, it looks
Maybe I
very
could see
like,
that.
oh my God, what are they called? BTS.
Yeah.
BTS.
BRB.
Yes.
It looks like,
in the front. Yes.
Which works
Right.
definitely with Asian hair.
Yes.
I don't know about you, Brent Torres, but with this, but
Yes. But very, BTS is Korean, I think.
Korean.
yeah.
Yes. But that
Yeah, but it's
boy
still
band look.
same style. Yeah, same style haircut. Yeah.
but yeah, he was a lot cute on his Instagram. But yeah, he likes to motorcycle. He loves going to raves. He had just like a lot of different like interesting facts, a lot of stuff in there that But again, he could be really cool and have a lot of interesting convos, or he could be that annoying freak in the house that is just doing too much.
Tokyo, we did this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you from Queens. Get out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see on Mr. Brandon. But yeah, any other thoughts, Jody? What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, I don't know. So is he Japanese or Korean, do we think, or he's just into, because
right,
his last name is Torres, so
okay, yeah. There's a specific type of, I don't know if he's white, but there is a specific type of white man that is obsessed with Asian cultures, and it's like on the brink of, like, I always say this word wrong, but like fetishization.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that word. And so whenever people, I don't know, it does seem a bit much to me, but I could be like reading way too much into that. I don't know. It just reminded me of that type of person. But but yeah.
And that is a very real type of human that we have all seen.
yeah.
So we'll see what he's like. All right, who's next?
Next up is Brendan, 26, from Canada. Now, Jody, you have to tell us if this is a real job. Firefighter trainee.
So I have never heard of this. What do you mean?
Okay,
and I was very confused.
I don't know.
Because in his biography, it says his professional life is exactly where he wants it. And I don't understand.
He's training to be a fireman. He's in
but is that a job?
School.
That's not a job. Process. That's not a job,
but he's a student. I guess he could have wrote student.
Right? Yeah. You know what? It's a noble thing, but I did not know it was a job. That's not like a token Canadian thing.
I didn't know, because I know here it's like state by state, but I know especially in New York, you could definitely have a job while you are training for a firefighter, and firefighters don't make nearly the money that they should.
That's true.
So you probably have to like give something up to be a firefighter, and there's a lot of volunteer firefighters in the US as well. So I didn't ever consider it to be like the job description that you put. But hopefully Brendan surprises us with this job, because I was like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
And then he says he needs to add fire to his personal life. Brendan, sir, what are you doing? Anyway, I was reading through his bio. It was cute, whatever. He wants to make his woman happy. He's very clean. He seems to be like organized, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. He likes hockey, blah, blah. Brendan does not like vegetables. Katie, you have got to run from a man who don't like vegetables. Jody, I know you don't got to deal with this dating women, because women don't do antics like this. But
I will say, though, I read that and I judged him too, and then I realized I'm going to expose myself a little bit. I don't really eat fruit that much, so maybe Brendan and I have a lot in common. I don't know. Like,
okay.
And do you have an aversion to fruit?
It's a texture thing. It's all texture. It's like if it's blended up in a smoothie, it's fine. It's like the texture of a berry. I like cannot even think about eating a berry, basically, is the issue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
okay, maybe.
I get that. I don't eat berries either, but I eat pineapple.
Okay.
I don't like. I just to say you don't like vegetables, nigga. Potatoes are vegetables. What are you talking about? You don't like vegetables. What do you mean?
To not eat carrots is like wild to me. So,
and I know your digestive system is just on lock, just locked
up. Man, he lives in constipation. You don't eat vegetables.
Terrible. Catherine,
I wrote red flag because to me this reminded me of Jacob from Married at First Sight, his weird ass meat and potatoes diet. And so immediately I was like, run, Katie. He has some weird diet that nobody got time for. And
yeah. And how do we feel about the blazer and t-shirt combo? I am not a fan. Okay.
I'm not a fan of this.
Okay. Yeah, especially a V-neck, the nerve. Oh my God. Ooh.
Did you? You must have had it. The store American Apparel that like went under. That's like that shirt is just an American Apparel shirt for sure. Yeah,
that exact shade. I remember that shade.
With that V, like I think I like had that shirt. Yeah.
Yes.
10 years ago, yeah.
Oh my God, Katie.
Brendan also looks way older than 26.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So Brendan, it is absolutely a no from me, dog.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not with that don't liking vegetables, Katie girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Gotta swipe right. Or no, left. Sorry.
Right?
Okay, I was like,
sorry, left. Which is tough because he's the only Canadian, but it's just not gonna work.
Dang. Yeah. Can't root for him. Sorry. Let's see. Next up, we have Christian. Christian's 26, real estate agent from Boston. A lot cuter on his Instagram.
So
he looks
much cuter.
So much cuter. He looks really tall and like strapping. I was like, oh. They got him in this sad little sweater, the grandpa sweater in this picture. Set Christian up.
Oh, what is that? Cowl neck? I forget what it's called.
Fine on his Instagram. But also look like a very, very much like a pretty boy jock. Like lived that athlete life in college, and now in Boston is still living that life out on the Boston real world, scene. You also know how I feel about white men from Boston. They freak me out. I don't trust too many white men from Boston.
No.
So automatically I'm like, Katie, you have him.
Yeah.
But let's see, Christian's parents have been married since their early 20s. So he, spends a lot of time with his family. He's looking up to his parents' relationship. He's pretty successful professionally. He sold over 25 million in real estate, which sounds like a lot, I guess. And yeah, my sense from him was someone who like talks a good talk. His bio felt very like, he hopes to find a woman who appreciates him for his thoughtful, hardworking, and push him to be a better version of himself. Just kind of, talks a good talk, but wasn't really telling me much in this here bio.
I could see him on the Mail selling Sunset. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I
like
see what you're
$1 million
saying.
Listing.
Yes. Yeah. $1 million listing.
That is the Mail selling Sunset.
Yeah.
He's someone similar to you, Jody, that I would swipe right on to see if we would match, just to give myself a confidence boost because he's kind of hot. But Christian ain't here looking for no wife. He ain't even looking for Katie.
No.
Not checking for her one bit.
Nope.
So yeah, we'll see.
Next up is Cody, a 27-year-old zipper sales manager. They didn't explain that. And so I feel like he really dead ass sells zippers, and I don't know to who.
Like a zipper on its own? Like,
yeah, I'm hoping like large scale manufacturing companies.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so as well, because sir, what, Cody? He at first of his picture, I was like, he looks like he is 12, and then
I thought he looked like Colton.
He does kind of look like Colton. Yeah,
on Instagram especially, I thought he looked like Colton.
Yeah. And I think when I read that he was a surfer, I was like, oh no, I gotta check his Instagram, and he's cute. He's very cute. And he wants to have a home by the time he's 30. Katie's already 30, bruh. So I don't really know what are we doing here. Cody is looking for someone to look past his exterior and see what he is about on the inside, which seems so he's already playing the victim, that he's just too hot for anyone to get to know him. Which is ridiculous.
That is what he's saying with that phrase.
Right? Like, what are you talking about?
I've been burned in the past by women just falling for my good looks. Shut up, Cody, you ain't even that cute.
To say that, you either have to think you are the best looking person or the worst looking person.
Yes.
So,
right.
Yeah. One or the other.
Yeah. Lord. Strange. But he said when he falls hard, so hopefully he'll bring some drama. He also said his favorite TV show is The Jersey Shore, so hopefully he will also bring the drama there. Because by season 3, they were making $1 million a season. So if you studied that show, then you know what to do.
Cody, you can make this.
Yep.
You can make a good opportunity out of this.
Lifelong career.
Yep. Yep. The best of luck to you, Cody. You're very cute. Your IG is very professional. And you already listed as a public figure on your Instagram. So go ahead, Cody.
Good.
He is.
Already he's listed as a public figure. Yep.
Oh, God, Cody. Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Cody?
Yeah, I had to laugh a little because there's one line in there that says, when Cody falls, he falls hard. He is the type of guy who buys flowers for no reason and will surprise you in the morning with breakfast in bed. Which, like, if you're in, like, a queer woman relationship, you do that shit, like, every week. So it's not, like... and, like, I just feel like that's, like, I can't believe this guy is, like, buying someone flowers. And it's like, like, let's make the mark a little higher, you know? But
Exactly. Getting credit for doing the bare ass minimum.
Yeah. But the cast bio photo, I saw like the full body shot, and he has an arm sleeve of tattoos, which made him way better looking, I thought. So
yeah.
Yes. Oh yes, I did see that. I feel like he needed the sleeve, or else he looked kind of very basic white man. One thing I wrote down, so he's an Eagle Scout, which I was like, he looks like an Eagle Scout to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a very wholesome.
Yeah. What does that mean? You can build a fire? What does that mean? Okay. Okay. Nice.
But yeah, that's really it. I mean, we'll see Cody how he fares. Okay, next we have Connor B. Connor's 29, math teacher from Nashville. And he looks like a math teacher from Nashville, in my
That's
opinion.
exactly what I wrote down.
Right?
Yes.
He looks exactly like his little bio. The way he has his shirt buttoned though, like he kind of has the top two unbuttoned. He also looks like one of those white boys who are like low key good at salsa. Like he does salsa every Thursday night, and he's kind of bringing that pizzazz in his bio. That's my take on Connor. Wouldn't be surprised if he like whips out some dance moves. Lovable, quirky, 8th grade math teacher, very smart guy. He used to be a nuclear engineer or something. He has a master's in medical physics. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Medical physics. But yeah, he said one of his deal breakers is a woman who doesn't respect waiters because there's no place for bullying in his life. So they're kind of positioning him in his bio as someone who can like align with Katie. Who like stands up for the little guy. But yeah, he seems nice, like a nice regular guy. My question is, will Katie go for someone like Connor B, or is she gonna fall for like the hot guys? Is she gonna be going like? Because my take on Katie's cute, but she's no Tasia, okay? She's not turning heads, in my opinion. But I don't know, because I'm not a straight white man.
Yeah, that's true.
Straight white man.
Right.
Anna Kendrick. I don't see the appeal in Anna Kendrick.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Right? Katie is in my head, she's in the Anna Kendrick bucket.
For sure.
But some men love her. So I'm curious, like, is Katie going to be trying to shoot her shot with like Christian and Cody and some of these other hot guys? Or is she going to actually go for, little nice, lovable Connor B here? We'll see. Also, will the hot guys in the group, will they be into Katie? I'm also curious. Are they going to be more there for their strategy of getting followers? Like, I'm just curious how all those dynamics are going to go. What do y'all think of Connor B?
Yeah, I did a little bit of a dive in Connor. So he has a Spotify link in his Instagram profile.
That shit too, Jody. Yes.
Did you? I thought it was good. Am I crazy?
Bad.
Okay, it was good, right? Yeah. It was very cute, like indie kind of love song, indie music. It was good. Like, yeah. Also, what was pretty cool is I saw he had a highlighted story with like the rainbow pride flag. So I clicked it. And so his mom wrote a book and is like a huge like trans activist because his sister actually came out as trans. So his whole family is like really big into like activism, and his mom wrote a whole book about it. The book is called The Auditorium in My Mind, Treasuring My Transgender Child. So I just thought that is just such an interesting story that we have not seen on The Bachelor. And I would love for him to talk to Katie about it, because as far as I know, trans rights has never been brought up on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, whatever. So, so I hope he makes it far enough to like, you know, talk about that and
hear his stories.
Yeah, hear the story, and you know, it'd be good for some middle Americans to maybe, you know, have some exposure. So yeah,
that's true.
Especially someone Connor. From Nashville. Oh, I want a hometown. I want a hometown.
Yeah, I would love a hometown.
Yeah, he just seems so nice. I really like him.
He does. Nice, regular, smart guy. And has potential to kind of open up conversations if he is able to stick around long enough. So we'll see. And if Katie's even into him, so I'm saying, she gonna go for Connor, or she gonna go for hot ass Christian?
He could literally be a night one. Actually, you know what? I worry too. He might not like speak out as much, so maybe he won't even make it far because Katie won't really notice him. That makes me sad. Yeah, that might happen. Yeah,
that might happen. We'll see. Okay, Connor B. Cute.
Next, man, Connor C. I'm getting all the ones
Connor with the one N.
Yeah, Connor with the one N.
Which looks weird.
It does. Yeah, it just looks off. Oh man.
Not a fan. Don't like the shirt.
Not a fan already from the name.
Yeah, the shirt give me a headache. Oh man, I can see your tank top underneath. Oh my god.
Me too.
Yes. Oh, I hate that. When you see the undershirt lining. No. Damn, Connor.
Oh my god. Lord. So Connor,
I also wrote, Connor looks like he has a picture of himself on his dating profile of him holding a fish on a boat.
Oh, you nailed that.
1,000% has that photo.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, Connor just seems like a nice Midwestern guy. He wants to move back home to Oklahoma, but he's living in Southern California right now. Still not sure what he's doing in Southern California because it says former baseball player. So not really sure why you can't go back to Oklahoma.
What his job is.
We'll see. And he is churchy. And also one of me and Natasha's biggest pet peeves. And if you are a former baseball player who was a professional baseball player, we know you were getting paid, and you have never left the country. Connor,
yes. Oh,
why?
God, I forgot about that.
Think about, like, baseball is huge in, like, the Dominican. Right. He could have easily gone there. Like, it's huge in, like, Japan.
Yes.
Like, how have you never... Or anywhere else, Europe, I don't care, just somewhere.
Anywhere else. And you are 28 years old. Mesa. You can walk to Mexico.
True.
You can walk to Mexico too.
Oh my god.
Oh,
it makes me so mad when these people anywhere, it's like just anywhere south of like Texas, Southern California, Georgia, anywhere. Like, I've never left the country. Why? Mexico's
the
right
Bahamas
there.
Is right there, and Mexico is over there. What do you mean?
Oh my god, it's so just yeah. Oh man. And then you have the nerve to say you love breakfast burritos. The nerve.
And used to wear puka shell necklaces.
And puka shell. I know that's someone else's culture. Puka shell necklaces. Oh god. Oh yeah.
Oh, Connor. It's a no for all of us.
No. Also, I don't remember Katie being religious, or maybe she just didn't talk about it. And so some of these men, a couple of them are like, a big important thing to me is finding someone with my same religious beliefs. But like, I feel like Katie's not religious, so what's going on?
Yeah. I noticed the same too. There's several like strong Christian guys who in their bio is like, faith is very important, so I need someone with matching values. And I'm like, they casting Hannah B's season or Katie's? Because I don't remember Katie saying nothing about being Christian. But
I don't remember her saying that. But Matt also prayed on the first night 1, minute 1, and she didn't say anything. So maybe she's fine with it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe she could take that on if she met someone, that was Christian. She could decide to be.
I feel like the Bachelor producers aren't savvy enough to have somebody who brought a vibrator and be Christian at the same time. I feel like they can't handle that storyline. And
True.
so we don't know. You know?
Right, so they just won't discuss religion. Yeah.
So she's just like the lady with the vibrator. Yeah.
Lord. Yeah, they brought a lot of Christian guys, so I'm curious about that aspect. Next David.
Up.
Next is David. Black male, very good looking.
Very cute.
Very cute. 27, technical product specialist, also from Nashville. I think they did a whole casting session in Nashville.
Yes.
There's a couple of guys from Nashville, right?
Yeah.
So David and I might be cousins because his last name is the same as mine. His family is from Jamaica and he lives in New York. So.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I looked him up. I was like, hold on. We got the same last name, raised by my Jamaican parents. He's first generation American and living in New York. So,
oh my god, you should reach out to him. That's so funny.
I know. Cousin, what up? So crazy. But yeah, he recently left his family in New York. He's now doing tech sales in Nashville. And yeah, he talked a lot about being attracted to a woman who exudes confidence. He hopes to find a partner who can help build a life together, professionally and romantically. I feel like, why couldn't they save him for Michelle? I feel like this is like a waste on Katie's season because I don't even know if he's going to make it past episode 1. Right?
I wonder if they'll recycle the ones that are like fan favorites. They should. They should just hold on to them.
But he might be on Paradise then.
Oh, maybe.
Because Paradise is before Michelle's.
Yeah,
but
true. Yeah, if it doesn't work out for Katie, just slide him over to Michelle because I think this is a good one.
I always like feel bad when it feels like their bio is quite general and short. Like his bio felt kind of short, so it does seem like he won't make it far. But
he ain't gonna be here.
Yeah, I also I hate how they put one of the facts as NSYNC is David's favorite boy band, because I feel like he isn't like out there claiming that. I'm sure there's a list of 100 questions. One of them being who's your favorite boy band. He's probably like, I don't know, NSYNC, whatever, and then they put that as his like top 3 facts.
Top thing.
I feel like they did him kind of dirty with that. Like that. Like, I don't know.
Right. Like, I don't think David is a huge like boy band like fanatic, but now that's like the only thing we know about him now. So. But yeah, I thought he was nice. I don't know if he's gonna last that long. Just the bio was so generic. So maybe we'll see him in Paradise, or as you said, maybe they do something new and bring him on to Michelle's season. We'll see.
Next up is Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel, 35, entrepreneur from Charlotte, North Carolina. Just off of that already, and this picture, I thought, wow, Gabriel got a full head of hair for 35 years old. This is solid.
Yeah, he's the oldest one, I think, right? Or one of the oldest.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the oldest.
Nice head of hair.
Great head of hair. This turtleneck and this dress suit situation. I'm wondering how hot it was in there. I don't know why he got both on at the same time. That was concerning to me. I was like, Gabe, you look like you sweating. And then his bio.
Oh, geez. Can I say one thing first about how he looks?
Please, yes.
Doesn't Gabe look like he has a British accent and hosts an interior design show on Netflix?
Oh my God.
Sorry, it's so specific, but does he not look like that?
It is so specific.
Yes, because I would watch that show for sure. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Oh my God. To me, he looks like, I don't know if you guys watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but he looks like he has an accent like Dorit, where he comes from Connecticut, but he talks like this.
But talks like
yes,
Madonna,
darling.
Like
oh, yes.
Crazy fake-ass accents.
Yes.
I definitely see that from Gabriel.
That European accent from nowhere, for sure. So Gabriel's bio pretty much says that he is Bennett number 2, essentially.
Yep.
He loves a woman who's stimulated by intelligent conversation. He prides himself on his passions, and passion is his everlasting love. He's a Renaissance man. He doesn't understand athleisure, and he believes that people should respect the elegant styles of the past. Like, how old are you? What the fuck? You're 35. What do you mean you don't understand athleisure? Athleisure happened in the 90s when you were in your prime. What are you talking about? Oh my god. I'm annoyed.
Yeah. On Instagram, I saw he's a fashion photographer. So he's coming with that.
Okay.
But in not
North Carolina?
Charlotte, North Carolina, though. So. But he seems like he shot for some pretty big brands and magazines, so he's legit. But
I checked out his website too. Like, he actually looks like he's a good photographer. And one thing I thought was interesting was his Instagram has a lot of photos he's taken of other people, which is so unusual for contestants on The Bachelor, Bachelorette, influencers, etc.
For sure.
So I'm curious to see if he makes it far, if his Instagram changes to more like influencer-esque. Pictures of himself, blah, 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 or if it stays like true photography. So I'm going to be watching for that for sure.
Oh, yeah. If we suddenly it's like all Gabe selfies, be like, selfies. You were here for the followers, you dick. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at that one. Shit.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Gabe. Let's see. Okay, next we have Garrett.
The name.
The name
so scared of the Garretts.
I know. Yeah. Automatically, Garrett also is a ginger and just porcelain translucent white. So.
I know. I think he's cute though. I think Garrett is cute.
I think he's cute.
Yeah.
I think he's cute.
I guess.
Stop, Josh. Come on. I think he's cute.
I do think he's cute for sure.
Yeah. It looks nice, I guess. 29, software marketing manager from Salinas, California. A lot of Cali. Almost 3/4 of the cast, I feel like, are from California, right? He was raised in small town California, like farm life, it looks like. And yeah, his dream woman is someone who's caring, intelligent. His ideal date would be something romantic. Go, out to a favorite steakhouse, cozy meal. Same old same that everybody says. He says he makes it very clear he's looking for a wife, not a one-night stand. So he's very pointed on that point. And fun fact, he's a German Shepherd. Okay. I'm off the market now. Obviously, I have a boyfriend. But back when I was on dating, I was swiping left on guys with dogs. I don't want to date someone with a dog.
Why not?
It's almost similar to date someone who has a kid. I don't want to date somebody with a kid. So I feel like when you have a German Shepherd, that's a big ass dog. Like you're looking for a particular type of woman, I'm thinking, because I was definitely swiping life on people who had dogs. I don't know if you guys have thoughts.
Let's say I was single. I don't feel like I want a dog, but if a dog just fell into my lap, I would love an excuse to have one. Same. So I feel like if I date someone with a dog, like I'd be like, oh great, I'm just forced to have a dog now. This is awesome. So yeah, I'd be hyped on it. Yeah.
I feel the same way, Jody. I also would be nervous though about a man with a dog because a lot of the time, and I see this at my now old job, that a lot of men with dogs are obsessed with their dog because it's such an easy relationship. Like, it's such an easy love to have. So they're just obsessed with the dog. And I'm like, that dog is obsessed with you because you feed it and it's you make it, a nice home. That dog would love me too, the same way it loves you if I was to feed it for a week and like have it here. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of them are like more hesitant and tougher when it comes to relationships. But like Jody, I too would love a already trained dog placed into my lap that also lives somewhere else. I think that would be amazing.
True.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good. I love dogs, but I don't want to be placed in. Particularly if I'm thinking longer term. Like when I was dating to marry. Like I'm dating to find my husband, and I'm thinking that dog is coming with him. Yeah. If he's moving in here, I'm moving in there. I'm getting a dog. I don't want a dog. In the same way that if a guy had a kid, I was particularly not looking to date somebody who had kids. So particularly a German Shepherd, that's a big ass dog. I want nothing to do with
in
that.
California at that.
Yeah, that dog would overheat really easily.
Really easy.
Down. Big ass dog. Poor dog. Oh god. But yeah, Garrett, I don't know. You guys think he's cute. I'm not attracted to this. I'm swiping left.
Yeah,
I'm definitely swiping right. I love him.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd for sure swipe right. The one thing, which I'm probably being super cynical, but so he wants to summit Mount Everest, which on the surface, great. Mm-hmm. But I've watched many YouTube videos on Mount Everest, and basically it's become like too commercialized. So if someone, so I'm just gonna go into this really quickly. So basically,
they got like franchises on the top of Mount
so
Everest.
like to climb Mount Everest, it costs a lot of money. So what's happening now is if you can afford it, whether you've done the training or not, you just like pay for it. And you pay for a certain amount of Sherpas and a team, and they like carry all your shit up. But that leads to people being close to the top and not having the right experience. And then there's like a bottleneck. Like there's this photo of people climbing Mount Everest, and it's like it looks like a line into like a grocery store. Like it's a lineup of people.
That many people?
I'll send the photo after. And because of that, people like lose their oxygen and like die. So yeah. So yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's not funny. Yeah. But so when people say they want to climb Mount Everest, I'm always like, are you going to put in the training? Are you going to do the work? Or are you just doing it for like the photo, the experience? So anyways, I just had to go on that tangent because I just kind of side-eyed that little thing. But yeah.
I heard they got mad bodies littered up on Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Too. People literally just die.
And
then they can't drag them back?
It's too difficult in some situations. Like it's too dangerous for other people to try and rescue the body. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
it's just frozen like mad bodies up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I might take back my swipe. That's wild. Oh my God. I'm just here babysitting Archer, babysitting the dog, and then you up there frozen dead on Mount Everest. Oh my God.
I'm not saying Garrett is at fault for the commercialization of Mount Everest.
Right,
I'm just saying, I know.
Wow. Yeah, because it's not like a triathlon. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's not just something that you do. Oh, Garrett.
But
told y'all I was good on Garrett.
That turned around so
with this big ass dog because your ass is frozen on top of Mount Everest.
Right. I was like, with this dog in Southern California, hot, sweating, and you frozen? Oh my God. Oh no.
Yeah. Sorry to damper the mood there.
Fun fact. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, luckily for us, next is Greg, boring as shit. Greg is a marketing sales representative, 27 years old. He says that he's a romantic, blah, blah, blah. He says that he wants 6 kids. Now, here we go again with these 6 kids. I want 5 kids. I want this kids. I want to ask these people if they've ever babysat even one child.
That's what I'm saying. That's a bold statement to be out there dating, saying I want 5, 6 kids. That's a lot. What are you doing?
And I think because I've taken care of 1, sometimes 2, even 3. You know, it's when you start getting outnumbered, when the parents get outnumbered, it starts getting wild in there. And you really want to have 6. Yeah.
6 kids. I'm good.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. This guy, he looked way better on Instagram, I will say.
Oh,
yes,
but
he did.
Better looking.
Almost like a different person. It was like quite different. In this photo, do you guys know who Aaron Rodgers is, the quarterback?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he looks like kind of like
Aaron Rodgers.
A worse version of him in this photo, but then in Instagram, he doesn't look like that. So it's very confusing. Yeah.
Very confusing.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know why they combed his hair like this for this photo.
I know.
They made him look like a dweeb. He was actually kind of good looking on his Instagram. I don't know why they did this to him.
Yeah, he does look like a dweebazoid in this photo. Oh, man. And this polo, he looks like he works at Best Buy. Come on, Greg.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right? Doesn't he look like,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It does look exactly like that.
Right?
Not good.
Looking like
and
Lawrence.
Jersey, just making Jersey look bad. Great.
So that's Greg, just a nice boring guy. Hopefully he stands out during the show because this bio was not doing it.
He's not it. Yeah. All right. Next is Hunter. Hunter is not a looker. This is a strong smile in this photo.
Like a Lifetime movie killer.
A Lifetime movie killer.
No. Yep.
Yes. The man who moved next door and is obsessed with the daughter and comes
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, and his Instagram didn't even save him. He looked the same way on Instagram. It didn't even come to redeem him.
Damn, Hunter.
Sorry, Hunter. 34, software strategist from Houston, father of 2.
Yeah.
So we have a father in the mix.
Yep.
And yeah, he said he is known for writing incredible love letters.
Oh, God.
And
gross.
He's poet adjacent.
Yep.
Just for you. But yeah, he's looking for someone obviously who loves kids.
Yeah.
I don't know if Katie's that person. I don't know why they keep doing this, just setting up these single fathers and single mothers to never be picked.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
I actually have a theory, and I want to see if you guys agree with this. I feel like, in theory, this formula of the Bachelor works for people with kids because you fall in love so quickly.
Okay.
So you don't have like that much time away from your kids. You're like fall in love. You know what I mean? You talk about like important shit really fast.
Yeah.
And then you get to the kids. Maybe they meet the kids once or twice throughout the show, and then boom, engaged.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, that kind of makes sense. Maybe Hunter's like, I can imagine he's like, well, yeah, I don't want to like date around a ton. I don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go on The Bachelorette, fingers crossed. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
5 weeks and then I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Katie want kids though?
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This is.
I don't get the vibes that she wants kids right away. So
I
I
don't
know.
get that vibe either. So
Yeah.
I know Hunter.
Another thing about Hunter, I look back and so this was a post from 2016, but in 2016 he had been sober for 9 years. So the math of that, 14 years maybe. So so similar like to we saw that with Zach.
Yeah.
Tayshia's season. So
Interesting.
yeah, he's obviously lived a life, and I think because that will maybe be more like mature than some of the other guys, and because like that's kind of what Zach was like he was like like an actual like man who's like been through stuff, you know. So maybe Hunter would be like that too. Not a looker, but I do like him. I think he seems like he's like a good person.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to come with some type of story, because he says he will never stop believing in romance, because when you hit the mark, there's really nothing better or no better feeling. So I don't know what happened to the mother of his children or what that situation's like, but definitely sounds like he's lived a life. Another strike against him though. I'm sorry. He has a pet parakeet.
Yeah, no,
weird.
How two kids and a parakeet.
No. And you sober too? Oh my God. Hunter. Oh, Jesus Lord.
I'm sorry, my dude.
Why would you want a bird? I don't get it.
Why would you want a bird inside your house?
No, and you can't cuddle with it. What is the point?
It's a no. It's a hard no. Who's next?
Oh my God, that struck me. I'm sorry. Whew. I'm thinking of Monique. Remember Monique's bird, T'Challa?
Monique.
Oh
Potomac,
man,
her damn dog.
She claimed it was an emotional support animal. Lord Jesus. Anyway.
Interesting.
A bird.
Yeah, the bird. The bird was on her shoulder, Jody, the whole show. Anyway.
Oh shit, that's wild. I'll have to watch that.
So wild. So next up is Jeff, 31, surgical skin salesman. My nigga, I don't know if you selling skin. What does that mean?
What is that? Yeah.
What
is that like?
It's artificial skin. I think it's for like. Don't quote me on this, but skin grafts or people who
get burnt,
need burns, or like. I think there's like a market of like skin that they create in labs that you need for certain types of surgeries. That's what I'm thinking.
But it's interesting to not be the person who's creating it, not be the surgeon, but be like the salesman, which is a very unique, like, what I don't quite get what that is, but yeah.
Like, why don't they just say medical salesman?
Medical sales.
Yeah.
They have to make it specific to make them interesting.
Yeah. Remember Evan, who was like a erectile dysfunction doctor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this might be before you watched Justine. But there's a guy named Evan, and he that was his job, and he that was kind of like his shtick. So maybe this will be this guy's like shtick. I don't know how, but maybe like play off that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, Jeff is 31. He out here looking like Jed #2 with this outfit. This hair on this chest is very serious.
There's always one with that same vibe. Yeah.
Yep. Jean jacket, V down to the first button. Out here just looking like he can strum a guitar. He comes from an Italian American family. Seems to be a little bit spoiled, go home every weekend, have dinner every Sunday. I am strongly wondering about this, if he's ever been to Italy. His name is Jeff, so I'm wondering like how hard he's really repping this Italian lifestyle, or if it's just an Italian American culture, because I think that those are very different.
Very different. It's also Jersey Italian American.
Yes,
another specific brand.
Yes, exactly. But everybody seems to kind of get to claim I'm Italian, and like never even stepped foot in Europe. So we'll see. I feel like he's gonna bring like his mom's meatballs or like lasagna to the front door. Oh my god, to the limo. So we'll see. Jody, what do you think of Jeff?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Real Housewives New Jersey, like the old seasons. So he is making me think of like, you know, I don't remember their names, Teresa Giudice and Joe and all those people, but just because he kind of mentioned his family, I don't think he'll make it to Hometowns, but I feel like it'd be a funny hometown because I feel like his mom would just like probably not approve of like anyone he brought home. But, yeah, realistically, I don't see him making it very far.
I don't think so either. But yeah, Jeff, you get Jeff, you get his family. He's come with a whole new family. Anybody who marries Jeff, you know, you're just kind of marrying into that family. Don't think Katie's going to be it. Don't think we're going to meet the family. I think we're going to probably say bye to Jeff pretty early.
Sorry, Jeff.
Next, we have John, who, according to his Instagram, has 2 Italian greyhounds. So I like John because my family does we have Italian greyhounds.
I love those dogs.
Yes, very specific. And one of his dogs looks legit like Luca, Justine.
Oh, really?
Which is my parents' dog. Yeah.
Oh,
exactly
that's so cute.
I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, John, 27, bartender, Pacific Beach, California. To me, he looks like a young Regis Philbin.
Natasha, come on.
That's like, I don't think that's a compliment.
But just like that perma smile, very bright, plastered kind of face. I don't know, leathery look as well. He's 27, but his face looks a little leathery to me, I'm just saying. Pacific Beach is out in the sun a lot, I get it. But yeah, he's a bartender, but he's also studying for his pilot's license. Love surfing, skydiving, like a lot of adrenaline type, you know, stuff, snowboarding, surfing, like he's into all of that. And yeah, he says he has very little tolerance for anybody being unfaithful or dishonest. So I'm wondering who hurt John, because he's coming in with maybe a little chip on his shoulder, a little trust. But yeah, he's a vegetarian, loves swing dance. I don't know. Seems nice, I guess, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
His Instagram made him look so cool, I thought, because like in your bio, if it just says you like skydiving, I just, you know, assume you've done it once or twice, but he like actually skydives, which is wild, and surfs. And I don't know why, and I'm not spoiled for the season, but I literally feel like this guy's gonna win. I just like have this feeling. He seems so like cutesy, kind of like Katie, not like super buff and like intimidating. I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna be really good together. That's my prediction.
Wow. Okay, that's a big first prediction. John, I know, winning this thing.
Watch him go home night 1, and I'll be wrong. That is my prediction.
I can see that though. I think she's gonna. He seems very like got a lot of personality. He's into a lot of things, adventurous. She's gonna love that, I think.
Yeah, he also said that he loves when a woman is confident in her natural beauty. So, John, you can shove that up your ass. I can look however I want to look. I can put on whatever makeup I want to.
Damn.
I can put on lashes whenever I want to, John. Please sit down with that patriarchal bullshit. But everything else, John, is fine. You know, I'm not the adrenaline-seeking type. So... I'm like,
this is like your nightmare.
This is my ultimate nightmare of a man.
A big swipe left. Yes. Block, swipe left.
Yes, block. Don't ever come back. Yes.
A report to the
account. How dare you? How dare you bring this man around
Oh
me?
my goodness.
But probably great for Katie. She probably seems just like that.
Yeah,
you know, she seems like a chapstick mascara type of girl. So go ahead.
Oh, good. Who's next?
Yeah, next up is Josh, POC, another turtleneck blazer combo.
Is that, like, I feel like I'm not that fashion forward. Is that, you know, like a men's style thing now?
Turtlenecks and mock turtlenecks have been in for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a throwback to the 70s with the blazer, too. This is definitely a 70s look.
Right.
He is 25 for Miami, so I'm already like, ooh, I don't know. 25 for Miami, what you doing? Looking with for a wife when you are 25 in Miami.
He's so hyped to be on TV. Josh is
so hyped
to be on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, looking for a woman that is kind, open-minded, ambitious, and adventurous. Strives to be genuine, family oriented, blah blah blah. You know, whatever. He hopes to travel to Asia one day. Asia is a continent. Can we narrow it down? Joshua,
Just anywhere.
Yeah.
Damn. Pick one. I mean, there's so many places to go. He has to sleep on a certain side of the bed. What? But he starts celebrating Christmas early, which is cute, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's going home night one. I didn't get a whole lot from this.
So, creeping his Instagram, one unique thing about him is he was actually a college cheerleader, which
I saw.
Was like kind of sick.
For the Gators.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
That's like one of the biggest schools in the States, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, big sports school for sure.
So are we thinking night one limo exit will be some type of like gymnastics or cheerleading? Or
my God, yes.
He just comes out the limo just doing back handsprings like 15 in a row.
He's like,
that'd be so sick. Especially in a suit.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And a suit at that. She lands right at her feet like, hi, I'm Josh. I would love that. Oh, God.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. One thing I thought was weird in his bio, he wrote, he consistently strives to be genuine. Is that not odd? How do you strive to be genuine? Aren't you just yourself and you are a genuine person?
Yeah.
You can't strive to be genuine.
I guess being 25 in Miami.
Yeah.
You can be whoever you want.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Josh, give us a good limo entrance. Come on.
Yes.
We know you got the moves. Give us that. All right, next we have Justin. Justin is 26, investment sales consultant, Baltimore, also a POC, black, Hispanic, white, whatever. A lot cute on his Instagram. Another one that they did dirty with this photo. 100%. Looks like a mannequin here almost, like he just, I don't know, missed the mark to smile.
Yeah.
But yeah, on his Instagram, he's a painter. He's really into art. One thing I noticed though with his, so very different from Gabriel, who is a photographer and all his Instagram is like pictures of the photos. Justin, he would be like in his photo holding his painting, but make sure that he's in the photo.
Which
I thought was odd. Let's see the painting up against the wall. He made sure to hold it with his head like peeking up above. Very strange. I do love an artistic man, though, so I thought that was nice, considering he works in investment sales, that he also has this other kind of side hobby. But yeah, his parents have been married like 30 years. He's dated around a lot, but just hasn't found the one. And one fun fact that I thought was a little bit disturbing, he does not like to dance at all.
It's kind of sad.
That is sad.
Yeah, it's very sad, right?
Yeah.
That's what's going on there. But yeah, I don't know. He didn't really give much. He likes Basquiat, which is, if you're going to name any painter as a black man, you're going to say Basquiat. He likes Black Panther. If you're going to name any superhero as a black man, you're going to say Black Panther. Like, very basic black male flat facts. Wasn't giving me much, Justin. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I have a question. So he says he needs someone to be passionate about fitness. Do you think people say that for a common interest, or do you think people say that because they want someone with a very specific body type that they're looking for? Yeah,
that's exactly why they say it. Yep, I was gonna bring that up. Yep, he, on his own description, he's my favorite guy. He's, first of all, his last name is Glaze. That's an amazing last name.
True.
Second of all, he paints, which is awesome, and he also has a job as well as being a painter, which is very cool. But it got me where he said passionate about fitness and beautiful on the inside as well as the outside. Got me, because you want a very specific type of young lady. Gets me
almost.
Every time.
He's almost there.
God damn it, Justin. Oh man.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Sorry, Justin.
Yeah. Next up is, hold on. Oh my goodness. Next up is Carl. Yes, Carl. Ooh, Carl.
Carl is the guy from the promo.
Yep.
He's here for followers, allegedly.
Yes. Carl is up here on this photograph. You could tell that he is going to use this later, okay, for a seminar. You can tell he's recycling. He is 34, motivational speaker. Toss him in with the poets, bruh. Toss him right in with the poets. And then on top of that, he too is from Miami, Florida. So you know that he is sitting at every Starbucks coffee shop. Do you have 10 minutes? Let's hop on this Zoom and get you together for whatever Bitcoin, this, that, and the third, whatever. Ooh, oh man!
You see his Instagram? How many followers he has?
Yeah, he has 40K.
40K.
He's the most of everybody, right?
So some people like him, I guess. Some people follow whatever he says. Yep.
Interesting.
I'm always just wary of motivational speakers. If you know, date, are a motivational speaker, please email the number 2 black girls, the number 1 rose at gmail.com and try to convince us why you are not a scammer. Because that to me just says scammer, right?
Oh, Lord. I mean, it don't look too kosher.
No.
Motivational speaker. 40,000 followers. I mean, I guess he's building his following, but what is he speaking about? What's his, his whole thing? I don't know.
I watched a couple of his videos, and it's just so that toxic kind of hustle culture. He posted one quote that said, all men are created equal, but some work harder in preseason. I just hate the mentality that if you work hard, that they just work hard, grind, because it's not true. There's so many circumstances in life that create success, and a lot of them aren't necessarily to do with working hard. And so,
right.
Yeah, it's just that motivational shit where you're he's not really saying anything, but just wake up at 5 a.m., work hard, that type of stuff. Yeah.
And
not
just
a fan.
The nerve of you to be a person of color to say if you work hard you'll get what you want is ridiculous. Come on, Carl with a K.
He's out here working harder than everybody. He don't cast himself onto The Bachelorette to try to grow this platform. he know better than anybody that he working hard as hell out here.
Yeah. Yes.
Lord.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think just based on the preview already making him seem like the villain, for sure the producers are gonna make like a villain edit for him. A lot of the guys I don't think will like him. I think he'll stay a long time though to kind of keep that villain in and maybe end with like a 2-on-1 and then go home is like how I see his arc.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says that he'd read a poem that he wrote himself in his ideal date. So, Carl, you are out for me, boo.
Yeah, I saw that. Thought of you. Yeah.
Sorry, boo. You have got to go. You have got to go.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. This photo alone, he's got to go.
This photo alone, does it not look like I can change your life in 2 phone calls? Doesn't that look like that? Oh, God.
Not good. Next up, we have Kyle, who I put on Instagram yesterday, looks exactly like Carl from Summer House. You watch Summer House?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, Joe, do you watch Summer House?
Oh,
Lord.
do I ever? Yes.
Love some Summer House.
So good.
You missing out, Misty. I've been trying to get her into it. She won't. Don't get in. It's so good.
Get into it.
It's just great mindless TV. It's awesome.
Yeah. So mindless. Yes. And they're from New York. Like they live in the city. So like we know these people, we know this life, and we just see that life they live out in the Hamptons. Very interesting. But yeah, Kyle looks like a dead ringer for Carl from Summer House. But yeah, cute frat looking boy. He looks to me like he's a fan of The Bachelor. I feel like he's already slid into the DMs of like Hannah Ann, like those types. So I don't trust him already. 26, technical recruiter from Fort Lauderdale. Let's see. He's only ever wanted to live a one-woman kind of life. So he's trying to downplay the player, what people would think that he is. Ready to settle down. He's looking for a woman who's intelligent, athletic, compassionate, loves to travel. His favorite flower. He's a favorite flower, which is just odd. I didn't know. I think you're right. They fill out a questionnaire with like a million different... I think
like 100 questions.
100 different random thoughts, and they just pick one because I don't have a favorite flower myself.
You don't?
No. I like flowers. I don't say I have a favorite one though.
Oh my God, I do.
Orchids are nice, too. I guess. Sure. You do? Jody, you're a gardener now. Shout out to you.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Shout out to Jody's Instagram story. She's out here with that hose and them gloves.
Of course, your favorite flower. What's your favorite flower?
Well, I'm working on growing grass right now, okay? So we're not on the flowers yet. I'm starting bare minimum here, okay?
Okay.
My lawn was, patchy, and I didn't want to be the embarrassment of the neighborhood. So I had to step it up a little bit,
Yes.
And my favorite flower, I have a horrible memory, so I literally can't remember what it's called, but I swear it's everyone's favorite flower. It blooms in May, and it's like light pink. Justine, do you know what I'm talking about?
It's light pink and it blooms in May.
It's like, I swear, I need to look this up. It's like everyone's favorite flower. One second.
If it's a peony, then that would be mine.
Yes. That's it. Yep. Thank you.
I love peonies.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
So gorgeous.
Oh, I love those. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they like go with every flower. They're good arrangement flower.
Yeah. And nice soft colors and yeah.
Cute. All right, we digress. Kyle, nice. I feel like Katie will be into him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Based off looks alone.
Yeah. Next
up is Landon and his 2 buttons and his cross necklace.
Landon. Like poor man's Matthew McConaughey.
That's exactly what I wrote. Yes. Yeah.
And I bet he gets that a lot. I bet a lot of people are like, Matthew McConaughey's like, oh yeah, you know. Whatever, Landon.
Oh my gosh. Landon, 25-year-old basketball coach from Dallas, Texas. I think that Landon is very handsome, but I am a sucker for a man bun. And a nice wavy hair out of a white man. I love his hair texture. I think it's gorgeous. I love that it's shoulder length. I love this. That's on his Instagram. Here they just have him like scruffy with up to the neck, but on Instagram he looks better. I think.
He's up a nice full head of hair.
This cross into this chest hair is so distracting. But yeah, he looks like he played basketball in college, and he got some professional basketball pictures on his Instagram, which is cool. And also I highlighted that he loves a good game of Uno or Settlers of Catan, so he can hang out with black people or white people. Which is great.
And Catan. Got both.
Yep. Yeah, he seems like, a nice enough guy from Texas, whatever. We'll see if he has a nice accent. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was weird on his Instagram profile. On his profile, it said former guard at the University of Houston.
So that's...
You were 25 years old. Still a thing that's at the top of your resume. What?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like college players... That's
they don't
their
let
shit
it go.
though, like for life.
Ride that out.
For life.
If they don't make it to, the major professional leagues, they're like, ooh, yeah.
Just keep riding that out.
Yeah.
It's time to hang it up though, Landon. 25.
Oh, yeah. Landon. Well, maybe because he's a coach. Maybe that's like part of his thing. He has to market himself that he was a former guard.
That's
maybe.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
He's a coach. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So I looked up his basketball stats because I was
just
curious
Jody.
how.
Ooh, Jody.
Whenever it's sports, I'm always like, okay, was his career actually successful? But so his team, so he played for, I think it's University of Houston in 2018, 2019, and they did make it to like the knockout round of March Madness, which is like a huge accomplishment.
Wow.
So that's sick. He played most games, which is great, but averaged less than 10 minutes a game, which isn't great. So
that's not
you know what? He's not a star. That's okay. He's just trying his best. But don't think he's like the star on the court. Probably like second string, But
okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's coming off the bench. That's normal though. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I wasn't anybody's string. Yeah, I wasn't doing nothing. So good for you, Landon. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Maybe coaching. Some people are better coaches than they are players.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
So, actually, I take that back. Him have it on his profile. Go out there, hustle with that job.
Yep.
Keep trying to get a new coaching job. Go for you, Landon. All right. Next, we have Marcus. Marcus is... I thought he was really cute. To me, he looked like a young, like biracial Mark Ruffalo. Does anybody know?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great comparison.
I've always loved that actor. So another one, they set him up on this bio picture because he was a lot better looking on his Instagram.
Very cute on Instagram.
Body. He has like a big pec.
Yeah.
Hello. I don't know why we're getting this like doofy looking. I don't even know. Like works at the Genius Bar at Apple.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marcus is 30, real estate agent from Portland. It said Marcus is a sweet guy with a calming presence about him, looking for someone who's smart and ambitious. He loves board games, loves playing Monopoly. Let's see. A weird fun fact, he fears a world where soap does not exist.
Same, Marcus.
COVID.
We were just through.
Happening.
Yeah.
Very strange. But yeah, I thought he was cute. He seems like kind of like a goofy, kind of normal, regular guy. And then that Instagram, why didn't we see that? He has body. He is very good looking. He personally was one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Very good looking. His eyes are so nice. Just like, I don't know. It just looks so like friendly,
Yeah.
And one fact I found is he actually has a podcast called Minority Report. I'll read the description. This actually sounds pretty cool. The description is, with a drink in hand, a Latina, a gay man, and a black man talk about everything and nothing that matters. And so he has a little podcast. And he doesn't upload consistently. Actually, what's funny, he uploaded in 2019, and then there was like a big gap. And then he has some more recent episodes.
Oh,
so I'm wondering if he's trying to re-up it because he's like,
oh
shit,
sure is.
like,
yeah, Marcus,
I'm gonna
what
get
you gotta
followers.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did notice about him. He's a real estate broker and he seems to be very good at it according to his Instagram. Then he's a model, also seems to be working, at least in the Seattle market, and is also a DJ. He's one of those, he's like the other guy who was a singer-songwriter and a teacher and a neuroscience scientist. He's like one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, like a real hustler type.
Okay, Marcus. Cute. Yeah, I like him. I hope we get to see him more. I hope he has a nice little entrance and sticks around. We'll see.
Yeah, I'd love to be on that podcast. Marcus.
Yeah.
You guys can do like a collab with him. If the podcast
continues.
Crossover episode.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay.
Hit you up, Marcus. Next up, talk about somebody who was working. Marty, a 25-year-old dancer in Reno. So Marty is working what was Vivica Fox's little Chocolate City show?
Some type of male review.
Definitely in a male review.
Chocolate
for
City or
sure.
Vivica was doing.
Yep, he's one of those for sure. Marty, I'm wondering even what his full name is. Is Marty a full name? Oh god.
Martin? I don't know.
Oh, maybe it is Martin. Oh my god, his Instagram is all pictures of exclusively him.
Just him.
No family, no friends, no nothing. Exclusively him.
Yeah. I think he's into bodybuilding too. So like a lot of body shots and
yeah, not scamming. Just
Doesn't Marty look like he's wearing way too much cologne?
Yes. Yes. I have that literally written. Looks like he smells like overpowering cologne.
Walks into the room, stanks up the whole place.
Yeah.
Too much. Yeah. Way too much. God.
Yeah. Not good vibes from him. Just not for the right reasons. I just also don't think he would be into Katie. So
that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Marty is selling something, and it's so obvious. He looks like a new age Mr. T. He looks like a stripper that you hired for your friend's bachelorette party.
For sure.
He just looks like all of the things that come out of Reno, Nevada. And no shade to Reno, Nevada, but this guy Marty, 25 dancer, we already pegged him as like working on a male review show or something in Vegas. Not into it. Marty's gotta go. I don't know what this is.
Gotta go. Ugh.
Gotta go. He's coming with some gimmick, that's for sure. I'm curious.
Yes, he already said. Marty brings the party. Already is his thing that he says. So we're gonna get a couple of those, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. All right. Next we have Michael. Michael is 36. He's the oldest of the group.
Yep.
And they got him looking like somebody's dad. He is a single dad. He is dead.
Yes.
But they got him looking like a dad in this photo.
Yeah.
But yeah, 36, business owner from Akron, Ohio. He's a 4-year-old son. His dream woman is compassionate, empathetic, resilient, yada, yada, all the things. And he loves when a woman has a strong conviction and stands up against ignorance. It's another, trying to line him with Katie. They're leaning into that hard. She stands up for the little guy. That is her thing. Some fun facts. He likes the mountains over the beach. About to call you Katie. Jody.
How dare you?
I know. Sorry. Came out so quick too. I'm like, oh God. Jody. You love to skydive, snowboard. You're a mountainous woman as well. I do not live near mountains. I avoid winter locations. Are you a mountain person over a beach? This comparison to me is it's a no-brainer. It's beach. But
I would pick, if I had to pick, I'd pick mountains, but I now live in the perfect location that I literally have the beach, we're on the ocean, as well as the mountains. So I don't have to pick, but I get the mountain thing. It's just they're so beautiful. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's a world in life I know nothing about.
Not one day you can come visit. Well,
one day
we'll go for a hike.
Dream.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. I don't know anyone who lives in the mountains, or I don't surround myself with people who do mountainous activities. So
Mountainous activities.
Partook in that life.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day we'll be out there.
Perfect.
Yeah, Michael also loves 90s R&B and rap, which is interesting. Little taste there. He's 36. I could see that. 90s R&B and rap is like a good
his
time.
Prime. Yeah,
that was prime. Yep. But yeah, his Instagram was like a lot of pictures with his son and a lot of pictures with what looks like the baby moms.
So quick description of that. He has a nonprofit that he named after her. She passed away. His baby mom. So the link in his bio is a nonprofit dedicated to her. Because I was questioning that same thing too. I was like, who is this?
She's in a lot of photos.
Yeah.
This seems like a fresh relationship. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah. Michael, what do you guys think? I don't think he stands a chance with Katie, but
not at all, but he's great.
Yeah, he seems like an awesome person.
Guy.
Yeah.
But like I feel like he'll just go home night one or won't make it far. Yeah. I don't even really know why he is down for the show. Like I don't know. I feel like the show is going to kind of do him dirty. So we'll see.
Seems
Michael,
like a waste of time.
Yes, he was one of my favorites. I love that he said that he makes a mean plate of dino nuggets. I feel like he puts like extra salt on top. He like arranges them specially for his baby. I feel like he can't cook shit else but dino nuggets. His child also, I read one of his Instagram captions because I was very curious as to like what's going on. And he said that his child is 4. He said that his teacher showed a picture of Martin Luther King, and his child was like, "Oh, that's Biggie Smalls."
Damn, the guy steeped in 90s rap.
I mean, can it? His baby knows the lyrics to Juicy. I love this. I love Michael. I feel like he's a great guy, and I really hope that he stays, but I feel like he's not. So maybe they'll save him for Michelle, because I feel like Michelle's going to get a lot of single dads because she's a teacher.
It's actually a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. They should have saved them for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Who's next?
Next is Mike, who also looks quite scammery to me, but like white man scammer. You know, right? This cross, it's the cross necklace.
Huge.
Oh man, it's too large. It's making me nervous. 31, gym owner. And he starts off by saying how good looking he is, and then also saying that he is a cornerstone of faith. So I'm already thinking that he dates everybody in the church and then threw him away. I feel like he's just a mess. I feel like he dates every yoga instructor who works at his gym. I'm already just very, very nervous about Mike. Whew, he got 3 sisters. He got a nice big family. And then on top of that, of all things, he does not like dessert. This is just as egregious as the young man who doesn't like vegetables. This is terrible. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't like desserts.
Why are you even putting that out there in the world? Like,
how dare you? And then on top of that, be a gym owner. So I know you feel like I don't like desserts. He has pride for not liking desserts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
God, Mike. Ugh.
Yeah. No, he is extremely religious in his Instagram.
Yes.
So again, I just don't think he'll match with Katie. Also, Reddit pointed me to a highlighted story where he talks about how he doesn't like how our culture now is so like over sexualized.
No!
But so why is he on the season with Katie, who is obviously very sex positive?
Yeah.
So they're just casting him to be like a Luke P. Like, you know, like I'm not down for you to like hook up with other guys, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So he's trouble for sure. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah, he was very like outwardly facing Christian on his profile. Like his quote, like a quote from, I don't even know, the Bible or something up there. So very interesting that he chose to come on this season in particular. We'll see how they'll like position him. We'll see. All right. Next is Courtney. Horrendous name.
I was hoping he'd have an Instagram highlight on how to pronounce this, and I'm hoping it's
Is it
Courtney.
Courtney? Yeah.
I'm hoping it's Courtney.
Never seen
But
it
it's spelled like Courtney.
Yeah, like a quart of rice. Yes.
Quart.
Yeah.
He looks like a poor man's Dale, which everyone
Poor Courtney. He's cute.
He is cute. Come on, Tosh.
But he looks like a poor man's Dale.
I see what you're saying, but poor guy.
Sorry. Big shoes to fill. 26, nutrition entrepreneur from Dallas. I feel like he is probably going to bring some spectacle, some gimmick. He says when it comes to putting it all out there for love, Courtney is not afraid to make a spectacle. That's in his bio. So maybe he's coming with some foolishness. And then, he's looking for someone who's outgoing, ambitious, and like-minded when it comes to his religious beliefs. Again, a lot of religious men are like strong faith-based guys, which it's like, maybe we just don't know that element of Katie because we don't really know Katie that well.
That's
but
true.
It seems like
That's true.
that was like a specific type in this population of guys. And his fun fact, he likes to country line dance.
Yikes.
That is a no for me.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so
Yikes.
the city I grew up in, Calgary, Alberta, line dancing is like a thing there. Like you go out, there's this club called Ranchman's, and you go out and everyone line dances. It was like everyone's favorite bar. I didn't love country growing up when I was like, 18, 19 going out. So it's funny because it's like you feel out of place and if you don't know a line dance, you feel like an idiot because everyone around you knows it. But it's a thing. It's a very interesting culture, I'll say. But I have seen it. I know it well.
Seen it. I was like, I've never seen this. I've only seen this on TV. I've never.
Oh, you've never been?
I've never been to a bar or a restaurant anywhere that was happening there.
Oh,
country line
I've only
dancing?
been one time.
I've been.
Where was that? Was that around here in the north?
Yeah, it was in Connecticut. It was at a work event. Yeah.
They have a work event. Interesting.
Yeah, it was actually okay. So funny story about this. I was at a country line dancing like club, right? There was a young lady also named Justine. She spelled it differently than me. I had her old ID. She was two people behind me, and they let us both in.
Oh.
So she had, because I was 20, so I didn't have
current ID. Oh,
so
they let in as a fake.
Yeah, I was using her ID as a fake ID. Took it. Me and her look nothing alike. We're just both black. They took it, let me in. 2 people later, took it and let her in.
Don't care. Yeah.
Damn, that's like it was shit.
They don't care at all. And it was wild how everybody knew the choreography and everything. It was something.
Yeah. That's the thing. Everyone knows it. Like, and I don't actually get where they learn it because, like, I grew up in Calgary. Actually, no, to be fair, in gym class, when we were younger, we did literally learn line dances. We did, a couple. Yeah.
We did that in gym class, too. Now that
we
did. In middle school.
It's not just Calgary, then. That's great.
Oh.
Okay.
We had a unit where we did line dancing. You had a partner as a huge thing. Who was going to be your partner? Yes. Damn, I haven't thought about that. You just said that.
Oh, my God. That is
interesting.
wild.
It's kind of like TikTok. I'm like watching, like, how do people learn these dances?
Yeah.
What is this?
But I will say, like with almost anything, if you just like are at one of these clubs, because I feel like I went on a couple, what's it called, bar crawls or whatever, and it would end up at one of these places. And if you just like force yourself to get into it, it is fun. Like it is. I have to admit.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but it can be fun.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I've not had the opportunity. I've never seen this before. I've only seen this pretty much on The Bachelor. Like, I've never come across this anywhere.
If you're ever visiting Calgary for some reason, I can show you some things.
You can take me to the spots.
Go to some places. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, who is next?
Next up is Thomas. 28,
Thomas.
real estate broker from California. Seems from Instagram that he is from Hawaii, or family is from Hawaii.
Okay.
Yep. Instagram is whack as shit. Only got 4 pictures on here.
He looked like he wiped it clean.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. What are you hiding?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, what are you hiding, bro?
Yep. He only got first of all, it's only him and the dogs, which also makes me very nervous. No pictures of any family or nothing.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah, no friends, no nothing. And thinks that everything happens for a reason. He loves food. Favorite flower, the sunflower. He did say that he loved Ed Hardy, which I can totally see. That is on brand for Tom. And yeah, I don't know. He looks to me a lot, not even in a bad way, but he looks older than 28 to me. He just looks very mature.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way. He just looks older.
He looks older. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he gets his eyebrows done as well.
Oh, true.
Sure.
Right.
Yep. He
Like
gets them
waxed.
shaped up. Yep.
Yeah.
They're very shaped, yes, and clean look.
Yeah. On the Bachelorette official Instagram or whatever, they were posting little videos, and he was explaining how he rescues dogs and stuff. But then one thing that was interesting was the comments of that. People loved him, which surprised me because I don't not like him. I don't like him, but it seems like people are like, I'm already falling for Thomas. I love Thomas. So
Oh wow,
he has something that people like apparently.
interesting. Yeah, his Instagram wasn't given much, so I can't say if I don't like him or I do like him.
Yeah. Put in the
I'll still work
comments,
on.
guys, if you like him or not, because that seems interesting.
What are we
Why?
missing? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Last but not least, Trey. So here's what I thought about Trey. Trey looked like he got lost, ended up on the wrong floor, walked into the Bachelor photo shoot, and
For
just
sure.
they took his photo, and then he walked out. I was like, "What? That was weird. Where am I?"
Yeah.
Trey, you trying to be on Katie's season of The Bachelorette? What are you doing here? So odd. He just don't even look like he fit in.
No.
I don't. He don't got no
so
Instagram.
cute.
He's so cute
He's
and
very
cuddly.
cute. Yeah.
Very cute and cuddly. 26, software engineer, Covington, Georgia. No Instagram. Did y'all find Instagram, or did I? But yeah, nice. He wants a lot of kids. Comes from a close family. He's willingness to be vulnerable is a must. Likes going out for brunch. He plays the harmonica. Nice guy, but just seems kind of
so out of place on this season in particular.
He's too normal and too pure. I'm like, no, Trey, just be safe. Don't go on The Bachelor. They'll ruin you.
Come into this world. Yeah.
You sound like you have he sounds like he has a great little life, brunch and book club. Don't leave that behind. Just stick to that.
Stick to that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that's Trey. I don't think we'll see him past night 1.
No, me either.
No.
And yeah, who was last?
Last is the box, but Tosh, on the what's it called? On the link that you sent us from Reddit, there was somebody named Victor with a K.
Oh.
Viktor.
Okay.
And he was the last one. Now, at first glance of him, with the box and all this, I'm like, oh God, Victor, here we go. Then he has something about God in his bio. He has 13,000 followers. He's putting American flags down. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And then I click on a picture of him with a black woman, and he said in this caption, God bless all of our strong, beautiful black women making such a positive impact in this crazy world. And wrote this long post about his best friend of 10 years, who he loves very much, and the impact that her and her dad have made on the entertainment industry.
Wow.
Wow.
So I am shocked. Victor, honey, go to Michelle's season, boo.
Yeah.
Go to Michelle. Wait it out. Just wait it out for a couple more months. You could do it. And he shoots guns. He plays guitar. So off the surface, it's like, oh God, who is this? And then you look, and okay.
Okay, out here publicly appreciating Black women.
Black women
that we are.
Which,
nice.
Yeah. Yep. So hopefully that's who jumps out this box.
Who's in the box? Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't look before, but just looking at his Instagram now, he's like really good friends with my like favorite professional snowboarder of all time, which is so random. This guy's like super niche, like not, in the Olympics or anything. So that's like a really interesting little fact.
Great sign.
Yeah. So, but what's weird is like he's not he's not from past seasons. So I'm curious as to why he's like this question mark.
Yeah,
box.
it's him.
Why? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It could be Blake in the box though. It also,
right?
Could be. I don't know.
I don't think Blake comes out the box. We saw Blake with
right. He's like Katie or something.
Katie like holding up a blue box. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
or I wonder if maybe Katie like knows him. Sometimes they bring people that are from their past. I don't think they're from the same place, so that might not be right. But it could be something like that, like a friend or I don't know. A hookup that or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. We'll see. Victor sounds cool though. Yeah,
very interesting.
But yeah, that's the cast of guys.
That's it. That's the cast.
That's it. Interesting. My one prediction, I think Katie's gonna go for the Christian, Cody, Kyle, like those, very quote unquote predictable hot white guys. She has some nice little gems in there. There were a couple, now that I look back, some nice kind of very regular guys, but are they going to stand a chance next to these big pro football, baseball, whatever players?
Yeah.
My judge from Katie is she's going to go for hotness.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, even doing this with you two, I feel like I like the guys way better than I thought I did. So I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe there are some good guys. But we don't know Katie's type at all because I didn't see any chemistry with her and Matt. So I don't know what she looks for personality-wise. Like, looks-wise, I have no idea. So
no clue.
I guess we'll have to see.
We shall see.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the episode, guys.
That's it.
Yay.
That's it. We'll be back next week. Premiere of Katie's season.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it. I think these guys are nice. Yeah.
Seeing all these guys in motion, in the flesh. Get to learn Katie. As we can tell, the three of us don't know anything about this. We don't know what she's looking for.
We just know she has a vibrator. That's it. That's all.
All we know is she has a vibrator and she stands up for the little guy. That's it.
Yeah.
So very much looking forward to getting to know this woman since we're going to be watching a whole season of her. And excited to see these guys kind of live and in the flesh. So we'll see. We'll be back next week. Rate, review, subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter, email, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. Jody, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back.
It's less nerve-wracking every time. So thanks for having me. And hopefully the fans enjoy.
Yes.
They will.
And join our Patreon. The link will be in the bottom.
Yes, join the Patreon. Okay. See you next week, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.